Right guys, so before you take this panel out of the device, you need to take out the memory card slot, because if you do pull this out, you can pull out the memory card board with it, and that's something you do not want to do. Right guys, let's get into it. So this device has come in and it's not charging correctly anyway. I mean, it's only putting 0.4, 0.5 sometimes. That's about it really. So what's the fault? Is it the charging port? I've had a look under the microscope. The port from the externally looks fine, but what's going on inside, we've no idea. So I've got a heat mat here, which I'm about to switch on, and this will go up to about 70 or 80 degrees. I'll leave it on there for a few minutes, and then we'll take the front panel off and have a look what's going on. Now, if you haven't got a heat mat, what you can actually do is get a hairdryer and get one of these suction puller cups. You can get one from the link below. Get some IPA, isopropyl alcohol, but obviously use it in a well ventilated area, or wear a mask while you're doing it as well. So with a hairdryer, you can heat up a few inches at a time and put a bit of IPA in there. Get a thin plastic card, and then when you do get a little lift, you can put the, as you can see, I can do it now. Actually, this one is already coming off. Look, that's very, very strange. Mind you, I have seen that the, oh my god, wow. Anyway, so we don't need the heat mat anymore. But wow, that's lucky, isn't it? It saved me a hell of a lot of time. But yeah, generally, what you do need to do is heat up the area with a hairdryer. Get some thin bit of plastic, but before that, get a thin bit of metal opening tool. Just slowly put it inside the glass. You'll see it lift because it's hot, and then you get a bit of IPA. Put a bit of IPA on the panel, and then get your plastic card and slowly move around. Okay. Now, Samsung screens, generally the bonding does fail quite a bit. I get quite a few of them in, but I wasn't expecting this one to do that. So I'm sorry I can't give you a full demo of how I take the glass off, but there's other videos I've got in my channel that you can look at and show you how it's done. But anyway, it's made my job a lot easier. So thank God for that. I've got a lot on today, so this is amazing for me. So what I'm going to do now, we need to remove the LCD panel. Okay, so first of all, there is a flex cable. When you do take the glass off, make sure you don't take it off from the opposite end of the camera. The camera's here, don't pull it from this side. Lift it from this side, because that's where you avoid the flex cable. You've got plenty of space to do it. If you do it from this side, you could rip it off. Could rip off the flex off the board, damage your screen, and then you're done. So remember that. I'm just going to use a little tweezer, pull that off. Leave that again. I can use that again afterwards. Open the door, take the flex out, and put the screen in a safe place. The last thing I want to do is crack that screen, and then you're in trouble. Right, so what do we do now? We need to remove all these screws. So whatever screw that you can see, wherever they are, take all of them out. Take all of them out, like I'm going to do just now. The memory card slot needs to come up before you take this back off. Okay, so then slowly get a little tool just to pop it out, like so. And there you are. There we have our board. Okay, let's see what's happening with that charging port. Pop off the flexes. One is for the main board, and the other two are for the speakers. You should easily be careful of the flex here. Okay, if you're a bit concerned about it, you can just pop it off, pull it through. That way it's out of the way, it won't get damaged. And same with the other one. Let's take that one off as well, so you've got a clean working environment. Now this should just pop out, but maybe it's bonded in. Actually, hold on, it's bonded in slightly. You can put a bit of IPA on one side, and it will come out nice and easy, like so. There you go. There is some bonding there, but I'm not entirely sure if this has a problem. I suspect it is. I'm going to change this board, the charging board, and see what actually happens. I'm not sure if the screen's got a problem. I'm going to change this charging board and then see what happens. I think that would be okay if we just change. That might be the easiest place to start. Right guys, I've received the new charging board. As you can see, the old one is in my tray over here, so I'm going to keep that out of the way so I don't get them mixed up. What I'm going to do now is put in the flex cable for the board, and also plug it in to the charging board side. And all I want to do before I put anything back together, I want to test that this actually is the problem, because we don't know, do we? So I just thought, well, let's do this first. Right, okay, getting my meter, and as you can see, I'm just going to see if this pulls any amps. Okay, there you go. Now if you look at the meter there, previously it was only pulling 0.4 or something like that, which was no way near enough. That is obviously pulling a lot more. What we need to do now is plug in the screen and see if the screen turns on and shows us a display, charging display symbol. So let's have a look at that. Let's just disconnect this for now. Disconnect the battery as well. So our flex cable for the screen is here. So it goes in this way. Put that board to one side, get that out of the way, and just see. So we're just testing, that's all we're doing, nothing else. Okay. Plug in the battery and the charging board. Okay, now as you can see, if you look on the screen there, that is now charging. The weird thing was that when I did try and switch it on before, it never came on. So let's just switch it on, see what happens. Does it power up? Yes, it does. So there you have it. We'll disconnect the charging cable and that, disconnect the battery, okay, and flex. So that's how I just test out devices before putting everything, well, that's how I test one of these devices before putting it all back together, because it can be a big task. Okay, so what we need to do now is prepare the device for reapplication of the screen, because remember before the screen just came off, so we're going to so the actual bonding that they've used, or the tape that they've used, is still pretty sticky. Yes, the best thing to do is, I've got some T900 glue that I use. It's pretty good stuff. I'm not going to take all the old bonding off. I'm just going to reapply new bonding over this, because it's still a bit sticky, so it has got some life in it, and I'm sure that will be fine. But what we do need to do first of all is put our bits, all our bits that we need, back into the board, back into the frame of the device. Okay, it's even got its old bonding tape, or the adhesive here, which we can still use. Plenty of life left in that as well. Okay, so let's put this in its position. Double check everything, make sure that everything is fitted properly. Last thing you want to do is screw all this in and you forget to do something. Okay, so right, so this goes in here like so. That's the, oops, gone through. This is the flex for the screen. Make sure it's all clicked in, nothing's loose. Check all the flexes. Right, okay, that's all good. Now we need to put this into the frame. I've pushed it in from the side of the, push it in from this side where the charging socket is. Okay, now make sure it's nice and flush, which it is. And then we've got the painstaking task of putting all these screws back in. So I'll put all the screws in and then I'll see you on the other side. Right, so now that all the screws are back in, let's put in the SIM card reader, or the memory card slot, sorry. Right, now I've got the bonding glue here, and I'm going to put it all the way around. Right, so that's now done. You can wait a few minutes for it to become a little bit tacky and then apply and put the screen on, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to bond it down now. Use the tape that we kept, we didn't throw away. Perfect. One final test, make sure the device does power up. And it does. And while it's actually on, I'm going to put the screen down. Okay, make sure you get a nice, snug fit, just go around. You'll feel it drop into place all the way around. Okay. And there you have it, one Samsung T510 is now, oh, see that wasn't in fully, but it is now. Okay, there you go. Absolutely perfect. All we need to do now is just clean up the device before we hand it back to our customer. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you've repaired your device as well. And yes, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.